Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It is Christian here. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. So today I am bringing you my first Sephora haul of 2017. You guys know that I love a good Sephora haul. You guys know that I love makeup. You guys know that I cannot contain myself when it comes to Sephora and buying makeup. So most of the products that we are going to be talking about today are newer launches to Sephora. There are going to be a couple of products that are kind of just randomly thrown in there that might not necessarily be new products, but we're going to talk about them anyway. So I hope you guys are excited. You guys already know the drill. Get comfy, get cozy. My Sephora hauls are always super duper long. So if you are new to my channel, thank you for joining me today. If you don't mind, before you head out, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below if you do love Sephora hauls as much as I do. You are definitely in the right place when it comes to Sephora haul. And if you are not new to my channel, you guys, welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to like and give this video a thumbs up if you do enjoy it. All right guys, and let's go ahead and see all of the good stuff that I purchased from Sephora over the course of the last month to a month and a half. All right guys, so if you did not know, December was my birthday month. It was Christmas, it was all that good stuff. So I definitely did spend, you know, some birthday money at Sephora, because I mean, like, where else am I going to spend birthday money? You know what I mean? So there are so many launches, so many good products, so many amazing things coming out right now that I just had to get my hands on. The first two things I'm going to show you guys are actually products that are from the Sephora in-house brand. No, I've never really purchased a lot of things from the Sephora in-house brand. I definitely want to try more products from the Sephora in-house brand because I keep hearing that they have some really great products and that people are sleeping on them. So I'm trying to wake up, y'all, and see what they got. So these are two newer launches from the Sephora brand, like I mentioned. It is the Illuminate palette and it is the Contour palette. And I believe that these are the only two, so I don't think there's like one for different skin tones. I think this is it. So I believe both of these products retailed for 18 bucks. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it up for you guys so y'all can see. Okay, so this is what the packaging looks like. So it has a see-through mirror. It's plasticky. It kind of reminds me of like a harder Z palette. And then it comes with 6 highlighters. And I'm very much getting reminiscent of Anastasia Beverly Hills Illuminators. You guys know how much I love those. Looks like there is like a champagne, a pink, a pure white. This looks like it's more of like a deeper pink than this one over here. And this one looks like it's more of a gold and then more of a bronze. So it definitely looks like there is something in here for everybody. Don't feel say as smooth as the Anastasia highlighters, but they do look pretty decent. And then the contour palettes, and this is what this guy looks like. I feel like, oh, okay, these powders, I feel like they feel a little bit better. More highlighty shades in this this palette don't look very pigmented, but there is definitely a little bit more pigmentation in the darker, deeper shades. As far as the contours, one of them looks a little too warm tone, a little too, like it might be a little too orangey for my skin. One of them is too deep, so we better hope that this middle shade works for me. And like I said, the highlighters they definitely don't have a lot happening, a lot of pigmentation, but that's not necessarily always a bad thing. Everybody thinks like pigmentation, oh my God, there has to be so much of it. That's not always true. Sometimes it's good to have like a lighter pigmentation, and it's definitely good to be able to build up as you go, because sometimes if you start out with just too much pigment and it just kind of lands on your face, good luck blending that out. Good luck. I've been there. Totally been there. The next thing that I am so excited about, and I do plan on doing an entire video on these because I think that they are absolutely beautiful and absolutely stunning. I am missing one shade as of right now, probably the prettiest shade or one of the prettiest shade in the bunch. I literally went to like 5 Ultas and 3 Sephoras trying to find that shade, and I could not find it because I wanted to get that video up last week, but I didn't want to do it without one of the shades. So what I am talking about is the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow. I think that these are absolutely beautiful. I played with them a little bit on my Snapchat. I plan on doing a full-on tutorial with them as well. I'm not going to swatch any of them in this particular video because, like I said, I do plan on doing an entire dedicated video to these products. I'm just waiting for that last color to come in the mail. I had to order it online. And these are the colors. These are the colors that I have right now. Again, I'm waiting on one more. And they are absolutely beautiful, you guys. I cannot wait to post the video on these because I think that they are stunning. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just swatch I'm gonna go ahead and swatch one of them for you. The one that I'm gonna swatch is, because it's the one that was sitting in my hand, it's called Smoky Storm. And the way that they reflect the light, you guys, is absolutely beautiful. These are gorgeous. So be on the lookout for that video. As soon as that other one comes in the mail, I will have that video up for you guys. So something else that I picked up that is not new, and it's actually old at this point because Urban Decay did just come out with a bunch of new repackaged stuff, a bunch of new repackaged items. But a couple of weeks ago, I would say probably 3 weeks ago, they had a lot of their stuff that went 50% off in the old packaging. So I went ahead and picked up another one of my favorites, which is the Chill Makeup Setting Spray. And I just decided I don't need new packaging. It was 50% off. I just opened a brand new bottle like today, but 50% off, you can't beat it. The packaging now is a little bit different. I guess it's a little like more sleek and edgy, but the old packaging will forever hold my heart. So I did just pick up another one of those, but if you guys went looking for this on Sephora's website, it will look different. This stuff is just really good if you have dry skin, if you want your makeup to last all day. I absolutely swear by this stuff, and I can't decide which I like more, if I like this one more or if I actually like the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. I tend to always go back and forth between those two, so you can never have too many setting sprays. Nope, you can't. Okay, so the next thing that I did pick up, and I want to say that this came out probably closer to Black Friday or a little bit after Black Friday, and I believe that it is sold out now, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys anyway. I hope you guys don't mind. I actually picked mine up off of Urban Decay's website. So I'm not sure if it's still available on Urban Decay's website, but they were selling this on Urban Decay's website, Sephora, and Ulta.com. And it comes with 5 full size of Urban Decay's Vice lipsticks. And this is what the packaging looks like. And do I have it upside down? I totally had it upside down. And then when you open it up, it has 5 full size of their lipsticks and then 1 of their multi-purpose primer pencils. And it comes with Gash, which is a cream formula, which is that guy right there. It comes with Snitch, which is a sheer formula. It's like a corally color. That would be really, really pretty in the summertime. So that's it right there. It comes with 1993, which I actually already own in the original formulation of these lipsticks, which is just a very, like it suggests, 90s brown, and it actually is very wearable. I actually do like that shade. And then we have Big Bang, which is a metallicized, which has a shimmer in it. I probably will not be wearing that. It is like a fuchsia-y pink with some shimmer in it. So that's it right there swatched. And then the last color is Systemic, I think. I don't know. I can't read, y'all. I can't read. And it is also a sheer formulation, and it is like a very muted kind of purpley shade. And I guess because it is in a sheer formulation, it does make it a little bit more wearable. So I would wear a couple of those shades. I would wear 3 of the 5. So it may be just for, you know, to step out of my comfort zone a little bit. It is definitely good to have these because those are not necessarily shades that I would buy on their own. It was definitely a really good kit if you were able to get your hands on it. If you are still able to get your hands on it, I will link it down below if I can find it. Hopefully. I know I'm terrible about linking products, but I just thought that this was a really, really good value. So this is not new. This actually went on clearance, or on sale, I guess I should say, because sale sounds better than clearance, right? So this is a Sephora brush. You guys know that I love Sephora brushes. Sephora brushes are probably actually some of my favorite brushes. I feel like they are super expensive, so anytime I see one on sale, even if I don't necessarily have a need for it, I always pick it up because they're just such good quality brushes, and if you can get them heavily discounted, I say go for it. And this is the brush right here. It is the Pro Airbrush Blender number 78, and I believe that this is a foundation. This is like a short stubby little foundation brush. It's kind of different from most of the foundation brushes that I normally use. I'm pretty sure that this is still in stock. I had to put myself on the email reminder list to get it, but I was able to get it, and I know that it's still, they're still letting you sign up for the email reminders, which means that it's something that is still available. So I always recommend buying the Sephora Pro brushes. I've never tried any of their non-pro brushes before, but the pro brushes are so bomb. All right, so I got put on the email notification for these babies right here, and I finally got them. Like normally I get the email notifications and I'm like, okay, I'll worry about it later. And then by the time I go back, they're always sold out. So this time, the second I got the email saying these were in stock, I purchased them. And these are the Makeup Forever like eyeshadow Z palette type products. And I picked up 2 of them because I did recently purchase a bunch of Makeup Geek eyeshadows because they went on sale and I did not have any single Makeup Geek eyeshadow. So I kind of thought like, hey, now would be the time. And then I wanted to put all of my Anastasia highlighters in one palette. And I had purchased a smaller version of this, but they did not all fit in there. But they all fit in here, so I'm so excited. So that way I can keep this like right here on my vanity and like my filming area. So I can definitely get more use out of these highlighters, even though I love them and I use them plenty. But I just got really annoyed with always having to go back and forth between the different palettes. So now that they're all together, I'm super excited about that. And there will be a permanent home right here, right there. All right, so we're just going through my big little bag. Well, isn't that an oxymoron? Okay. So I went back and forth with this particular item for such a long time. I wasn't gonna get it, and then I decided to get it, and I'm so happy that I did. I recently got the Queen of Hearts palette by, I forget who makes it. Who did the Queen of Hearts palette? Colored Rain. That palette, oh my gosh, I have been wearing it every day. And I told myself I was not going to be buying any palettes anymore for at least for a little bit. And then I decided, well actually, no, you know what? No, my mom bought this for me. So technicality. Okay, so I will be buying the Kylie Peach palette if I just don't get, you know. This is the Urban Decay After Dark palette. And this is the packaging. Pretty and fun. And it comes with 12 shades and a dual-ended brush, and Urban Decay's brushes typically for the most part are pretty decent quality. And I feel like these are going to be some really, really wearable eyeshadows. Now this is definitely, there are no matte eyeshadows in here, so this is going to be an accent palette. So this is going to be a palette that you'll pick up if you want a shimmer, if you want, you know, some really nice colors. So I feel like this took the place of the Urban Decay Electric palette, which I have had for years, and I've never once put on my eyeballs like out, like for real, like outside of like playing with it. I've never ever worn that palette anywhere. And I just think that these, like, they have some very wearable colors right up here that will go perfectly with a lot of the looks that I tend to wear. And then they have a little bit more of some bolder colors, like this beautiful blues, like these pretty blues, and they're actually swatching really well, you guys. Let me swatch a couple of more. They actually look really, really pretty, you guys. So I think that this palette is going to be really promising, and there definitely is a lot of pigmentation in these. And oh, that shade is gorgeous. So there is, well, that was the worst place to swatch ever. So we're just gonna do one of those numbers so that way you guys can kind of see. So there's a couple of the colors swatched, very pigmented, very beautiful. I cannot wait to play with this a little bit more, especially since I will not be buying any eyeshadow palettes for a while. Don't hold me to that, guys. Please don't hold me to that. Okay, so the next thing I picked up, I forgot I bought this, my bad, oops. So the next thing I picked up is one of the Smashbox Cover Shot palettes, and it is in the shade, or it is in the, which one is this one? This is the Ablaze palette. I knew it was a small palette, but this is like a pocket-sized small palette. Like, it is super tiny, and that is what it looks like. The packaging is really cute and holographic. I think it's really nice. And I love Shea Mitchell. I think she's absolutely stunningly beautiful. So, you know what? Well, like now that I'm opening it, this is the first time I'm opening this. You guys, this is so small. It kind of is reminiscent of the Kat Von D Monarch palette, I feel like. Am I making stuff up right now? Would y'all judge me if I go search from the Kat Von D Monarch palette? Because I feel like I'm about to go do that right now. Don't judge me. I'll be right back. I knew I wasn't making stuff up. I knew the second that I opened this palette that some vibes of the Kat Von D Monarch palette, which I don't believe is sold anymore, but I feel like these definitely have some very similar tones to them. So, I mean, there are differences, and well, you know what? While I'm here, guys, the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. Well, I know what I like, basically. I know what I like. So, I mean, this is just super cool and super compact. Like, I mean, I guess if you wanted to carry your purse and carry it in your purse and do your entire eyeshadow look in like your car or something. I don't know why we would do that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, you know, but hey, ooh, that's really pretty. That was really soft and really buttery. I was pleasantly surprised by that. One thing about the Kat Von D shadows, even though I love them, they tend to be a little bit more on the powdery side. That's really pretty. That had some really nice pigmentation. I've never really delved like too deep into Smashbox when it comes to, that is a pretty like rusty shade right there. This is gonna be really nice, you guys. I'm excited about this. I feel like this would be a palette that I would use like all the time. I mean, obviously, I love the Kat Von D Monarch palette, and the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette is like every makeup lover's dream. But these are really nice, really pigmented. Like I said, I've never played too much with Smashbox, so I'm really excited about that. I have high hopes for that. And there definitely are some similarities to these guys. Okay. So yeah, there's that. And we're just gonna keep on going. Okay, so something that is not new to a Sephora, I decided, I don't know why, but I decided that I wanted a liquid bronzer because my skin has just been so dry, and I've been noticing that my bronzer has just been getting so patchy on my forehead. So I was kind of like, okay, let's try a liquid instead. And the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops were sold out. So I decided to go ahead and pick up the Nars one because a couple of the other liquid bronzers that I was looking at, I wasn't really here for those, but just really nice matte black packaging. So, and it comes with a pump, as you guys can see. Go ahead and put a little bit on the back of my hand. So there it is right here, and it blends out really easily into the skin. Hopefully this will solve some of the problems that I have as far as my bronzer being super patchy on my forehead lately. So the next thing that I picked up that came out, I want to say around Black Friday, but it was always sold out. I should have purchased both of them, but I only purchased one, and they're always in and out of stock. So for somebody who claims to not love blushes, I sure do buy a lot of blush. So this is the Nars, the Narcissist. This is the, which one are you? This is the Unfiltered 2. So this is the lighter one of the two. And I always buy Nars palettes, you guys, especially when they release them in the holiday time. So there was not a chance that I was not gonna pick this up. And at some point I probably will pick up the second one, but I just decided that I feel like this one would be a little bit more up my alley and a little bit more suited for my skin tone, even though I feel like both of them, are you a narcissist? Even though I feel like both of them would be workable for my particular skin tone, I just think that their blushes are absolutely amazing. They are such gorgeous blushes. And I'm looking at the back of them. I don't have any of them. It comes with Conquest Hot Sand, which is going to be a highlighter. It comes with Undefeated. Then it comes with Fame, Power Play, and Candid. And the only one that I probably would not wear would be probably Candid. I believe that this is Candid. But Nars blushes, you guys, I know a lot of people kind of like think, oh, they're not super pigmented and they're not that nice, but they're not meant to be like overly pigmented. Back to what I said earlier about having too much pigmentation sometimes can be a bad thing, especially with blushes, because once you're in there, you guys, you are there. You are stuck. You are in there. And let me just swatch a couple of them on the back of my hand. I just love Nars blushes. Oh, these are gorgeous. Gorgeous. This Pepto-Bismol color, probably the only one I wouldn't wear. And this one doesn't show up very much, actually. There it goes. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna wear that. So did I actually swatch those like a normal person? Hopefully I did. Alright, so much for the whole no eyeshadow palette thing. So I purchased this with the Stila Magnificent Metals, and I've had one eyeshadow palette from Stila, and it was they don't even make it anymore. It was one of the older ones. Like they had like In the Garden and In the whatever. I had one of those. Don't even know where it is at this point. This is one of their new products. This is the Stila Matte and Metal eyeshadow palette. And because I was just on a Stila kick, I almost bought one of the highlighters and then I decided not to, but I kind of want to go back for it because I thought it was really pretty. And this is definitely like a really nice wearable eyeshadow palette. Not that I needed any more of these shades or any more of these colors, but that is what it looks like. It has 12 eyeshadows, right? Am I making stuff up? Yeah, it has 12 eyeshadows. There are 6 shimmer or satin. I always say shimmer, and they're not always shimmery, but shimmery is just the first thing that comes to my mind. But they look more satiny than I would say shimmery. And then it looks like there are 6 mattes in here. And these colors, I feel like this is a palette that as long as the formulation in them is very good, this is a palette where I would wear every single color in them. And what other palette is like that? The Anastasia Mountain Renaissance palette is one palette that I would wear every single shade in. Those kind of palettes are few and far between for me, but just by looking at this, this is definitely one of them. So let's swatch a couple of the shades. They definitely have some powder to them. But that's okay. I don't really care about powder. I do my foundation after my eyes anyway, so that's not a big deal for me. Definitely have some decent pigmentation to them, you guys, so that looks promising. I might include these in my tutorial or in my video whenever I post about the Magnificent Metals. Maybe I'll use this particular palette in that look that I do, whatever that look is going to be. I already have an idea and I'm so excited. So there's that. Okay, no more eyeshadow palettes. Done. Like, okay, the lies I tell. Okay, so I was so in love with the Samantha lashes by Huda Beauty, like in love, like can't even stop in love. Like, I love those lashes. I'm gonna say it one more time for the people in the back. Love those lashes. So I decided to pick up another pair because they were sold out of this Samantha lashes when I went in to Sephora to purchase them, to purchase a lot of this stuff. So I decided to go ahead and pick up the Scarlets. Now these are dramatic. I feel like all of her lashes, or at least that I've seen, are like super, super dramatic. There was one that I saw that was kind of like, okay, like I'm dramatic, but like not really, but kind of. They're just absolutely beautiful, and something about, I feel like the band is just easy to work with, and I just feel like they just kind of just sit on my eye perfectly. I definitely do have to trim them, or at least I had to trim the Samantha lashes. I probably would have to trim these as well. Hopefully I don't, because these definitely get a little bit more wispy on the way out. So I guess if I had to, I would trim just a teeny bit out of the inner corner. All right, guys, so the next thing that I purchased was the Alchemist palette by Kat Von D, and I'm not gonna lie, when I got this, I was kind of like, where's the rest of my my palette? It's pretty pint-sized, and this is what it looks like. These just look like eyeshadows. They don't really look like highlighters. Like, they're very, very small, and I believe this was like 30 bucks, and the Anastasia Glow Kits retail for 40. So I'm kind of like, well, I feel like there's something left to be desired with this. I wasn't expecting it to be so tiny, but I've heard good things about it, and I mean, the packaging is really cute. I mean, these are some of the duochrome shadow, or the duochrome highlighters that are definitely super on trend right now. There's like one that has like a purple shift, a green shift, like a pinky shift. And they look really, really pretty, and I cannot wait to try those on the tops of my cheekbones. The only one that I'm kind of like, well, about would be like the more greeny one, but other than that, I feel like they are super beautiful. They feel really, really nice. I tend to really enjoy Kat Von D's powders, so I feel like this is going to be no different, and I feel like it will be a knock out of the park. Next thing that I picked up is the Hello Fab Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer, and it says that it is safe for sensitive skin. I'm definitely on the hunt for a more hydrating primer. I'm almost out of my Laura Mercier, which you guys know was one of my favorites of last year, so I kind of thought that maybe this could be a possible replacement, and it was new, so I was kind of like, why not? Let's see, does it smell like coconuts? Ooh, it does have a scent. Not really fond of the scent, but that's okay. I definitely prefer, I don't know. I don't really love scents, but I will give it a go. If it is fantastic and makes my makeup look good and make my skin look good, I can look past the fragrance. Okay, so the next thing that I picked up is, you guys just know that I love primers. I picked up the Nars Radiance Primer, and this one is for, it says that it is energizing, revitalizing, oil-free, radiance-boosting complexion, works to instantly revive dull skin, fatigued skin, and helps add vitality to the complexion with encapsulated sunscreen beads that release on contact, delivering luxurious, fresh, broad-spectrum protection. And it prolongs and enhances the wear of makeup. Now, they came out with 3 total. It retailed, I believe, for 36 bucks. And I wanted to get the smoothing one as well, but I decided to try the radiance one because I don't think I've ever tried like a more radiance primer. I have a bunch of pore filling primers, a bunch of hydrating primers, but nothing for radiance specifically. And this is what it looks like. This I ordered online, and I wasn't expecting this to be as tiny as it was either. This is another of the Hello Fab Vital Green Tea Face Mist, and it says that it refreshes and it sets. And it says, close your eyes and mist liberally after makeup application for lasting hold and as needed throughout the day. Let's see. That had a really good mist and it felt nice on the skin. So I definitely love First Aid Beauty products. And they recently came out with a bunch of new stuff like in this kind of packaging, and I want to try a couple of other things that were released in this particular lineup. So the next thing that I picked up was I picked up a couple of the Moon Dust shadows. I picked up 3. I picked up Zap, I picked up Zodiac, and I picked up Chemtrail, which is what I'm wearing on my lids today. Zodiac you have already seen in a tutorial, and I don't know what is up with me with these glitter eye kick that I am currently on. I used to never wear glitter, and now I'm like, give me all the glitter, give me all the glitter. I can't stop. So these are really, really nice. I feel like they are a little bit thicker than, say, the new Stila Magnificent Metal. So I feel like I will like the Stila ones better, even though these are very, very, very beautiful. But one thing I noticed, if you apply too much, these do not, they will kind of flake up on you a little bit, and they will kind of not sit on the skin nicely. That is one thing that I noticed about this formulation. And I also had on Zap in my Best in Beauty of 2016. So I have definitely worn all 3 of these as of now, and I do like them. I just feel like, like I mentioned, I'll like the Stila ones better because I feel like they have a little bit more of a thinner consistency. And because why not? I picked up one of the Estee Edit Fluid Metal eyeshadows, and this one is in the shade Party. Now, with this one, I wanted to pick up one in a shade that I felt like I wouldn't wear as often or that I would not gravitate towards. And this is what the packaging looks like. And this one has like a much larger, more like a doe foot applicator, more like a lip gloss type vibe as far as the applicator is concerned. And this one is a little bit more pinky. There are definitely colors in this collection that I liked a little bit more than this one, but this is not a color that I would normally gravitate towards. This one feels a little bit thicker and a little bit harder to blend. So we'll have to see about this one. But it's a really pretty color, but I feel like I might like the Stila ones better, and the Urban Decay Moon Dust as well. So I mean, it's a pretty color. It has a really nice shine, but it doesn't come off as like blendable as the other 2 do. So I will definitely keep you updated. I have a look in mind for this particular eyeshadow this particular glitter-esque product, and I cannot wait. And then, because who doesn't need glitter? This is also a new product that has recently been released. This is the Makeup Forever Starlit Powder, and this is in the number 13. I want to pick up all of them, but I decided to like slow my roll. Let me use a bunch of the other glitter that I'm currently using. Now, these are marketed toward as highlights face products. It's just really beautiful. I want to say that this retailed for 21 bucks. It's really kind of small, but I feel like it'll pack a really nice punch. Ooh, that is pretty. Wow, that would make a really beautiful in-your-face highlighter. And that's it right there. That is gorgeous. That shine, oh my goodness. Look at that, you guys. That I cannot wait to play with. The other two colors that I wanted to pick up were sold out. So I think I'm gonna have to stock Sephora's website until those come back in stock, because that is beautiful. I purchased the self-adjusting primer, but this, like I said, is the self-adjusting complexion primer, and it says that it has adapting pigment, soft focus effect, and shine control. And this is what it looks like. All right, guys, and I think that is pretty much it. I really hope that you did enjoy this haul. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I'm hot, I'm tired, and I am so ready to go to sleep. It is like 1:30 in the morning. I don't know what possessed me to put on my makeup and start filming at 1:30 in the morning, but I did. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really hope that you did enjoy this haul. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below. I have a couple of drugstore hauls coming for you next. I've got some really exciting stuff coming up for you very, very soon. Yeah, guys, thanks for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.